This is Amanda from Amanda Moments. Today I'm co-hosting the Golden Vlog Link Up with Faith from Life with Mrs. G and the Artist. And this month is all about our hometowns, so I hope a lot of you link up. I'm with my husband today, Cal.
What's up?
And I asked him to join this month, and he's going to talk about his town, and I'm going to talk about mine because we're from different ones. The first question is, where do you consider your hometown to be? And I am from a small town just outside South Bend, Indiana, which is where Notre Dame is, and it's in the northern part of the state.
I love that you did the head nod when we're done here. That'd be funny. I'm from Benson, Minnesota. Small farming community in southwestern Minnesota. Nothing special.
You came from there?
Call it special.
Have you ever lived anywhere else? Well, when we both went to school at Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota, so I technically lived in the dorms there for 2 years, and then I moved to Fargo. So you're probably the same, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right on.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing about your hometown? Oh, I should have thought about this beforehand. Let's see. I love that it's close to Chicago, because it was easy to get to and do things. And I love that there's a little bit of cool history in the area. Like the Studebaker Museum is there, and the College Football Hall of Fame, and Notre Dame, and the South Bend Chocolate Company.
It's a lot. We'll brag about it.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, trying to one-up me. Yeah. It's just a small farming community. You go home and there's like 7 bars for, 3 blocks worth of businesses, which is kind of weird. But they invented Shaker's vodka. That's no longer, I don't think that exists when I think got bought out. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. There's nothing, favorite wise, there's a turkey poop burning plant. That's not my favorite. That's not the main reason why I go home. But yeah, it's just a small farming community. Nothing really special.
Is there anything you don't like about your hometown? I guess compared to Fargo, South Bend didn't feel like a close-knit community like Fargo does. And so now that I have this other perspective, I really like that Fargo does have that. So I guess that's one thing I don't like about South Bend. There were just a ton of people and no one really knew each other.
Yep. I can't say that about Benson. It's small. Well, that was one of the downfalls. Small community, everybody knew everybody. If I took a poop at 9 a.m., everybody heard about it at school. So.
No, it's because you told them.
Probably because I told them. But yeah, I don't know. I do agree with you. The thing with Fargo, though, it's big, but there's kind of like a tight-knit community here, which is kind of nice.
Pretty sweet.
Did you say pretty sweet?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
What foods are popular in your hometown, or what dish do you most love? So I talked about this in a recent Tell Me About Your Town post, but South Bend or Indiana doesn't really have much that's popular. We're pretty normal, pretty standard American fare. There's a lot of corn because we grow a lot of it in Indiana. All the cool stuff is here, which you could talk about because this is your
Well,
place.
Yeah, well, it's in our hometown. Fargo's not our hometown.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, Minnesota and North Dakota kind of like similar cuisines.
Hot dish.
Yeah.
What you guys call what, casseroles?
Casserole.
Yeah.
That's what everyone calls them.
Yeah. I don't know. Like tater tot hot dish is like a big thing back in Benson. Just a huge anything that you can put in a 9x13 pan and shove in the oven's real popular. Goulashes, anything. it's kind of nice to be up here because they're not too popular up here.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they are, but I mean, you don't go to a party and someone's like, hey, have some tater tot hot dish. You know, not that we talk about Benson, but I mean, everywhere you went in Benson for anything, wedding, birthday party, funeral, anything, tater tot hot dish. I like that I don't have to eat tater tot hot dish every time I leave the apartment.
Yeah. But people do love their bars here.
Oh, yeah. Bar food is huge here.
No, I mean like dessert
Oh,
bars, like
sorry.
Special K bars and Rice
Oh,
Krispie.
Special K. Yuck.
Yeah.
That's another big thing, too. Yeah, bars. Again, anything that can fit in 9x13, you can put in the oven.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's the weather like in your hometown? In Indiana, anyway, it was most of the seasons were all pretty mild, which was nice. We had all 4 seasons, and summer was humid though. It was
Terribly humid.
worse
Wow.
than here.
Yeah.
Not quite New Orleans humid, but
No,
pretty
pretty close. Yeah, you guys got the Lake Michigan
yeah.
freeze and
Precipitation.
all that crap. That's terrible.
Yeah. But the winters were nicer because it rarely got below freezing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not the case in
Nope.
Benson. Yeah, I mean it's no different than the winters up here. I mean
Mhm.
it's winter, 8 months out of the year, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean at least 6.
Like October to May.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
terrible. 20, 30, 40, 50 below. It's windy constantly. It's terrible.
30-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah. But I mean, you still get all 4 seasons. It's just that winter
They're just
lasts
not
long.
like
And
3 months each.
no, not. Just kind of annoying.
Yeah. We have like 2 months of summer here.
Mm-hmm.
1 month of spring. 1 month of fall. The rest is winter.
Winter.
Do you have any celebrities from your area? So
You were so excited to read that one.
I was.
As you're like reading it, I could just see like the wheels turning in your face. And
Just before we recorded this, I asked the Google machine to make sure that I was remembering correctly. So this answer is actually prepared. I just learned that Vivica A. Fox is from South Bend.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that before either.
I don't know that either.
Wow,
Crazy.
look at that. So that's cool. And James Dean was from Indiana, not South Bend, but our state anyway.
I'm gonna cheat too. So please keep talking, Mama.
Whatever. And the Jacksons were from Indiana. Michael and Janet. All the other ones.
All the other ones.
I don't know all their names.
Uh,
Latoya.
I don't know.
Let's see. So fun fact, my computer science teacher in high school, Mr. Stoltz, was in the movie Rudy. He was the man who handed the main actor dude like his letter of acceptance to Notre Dame, like at the post office. He wasn't in the credits, so he's not like a movie star, but that was still pretty cool. I think that's all.
Really? I got nothing.
I think I really know one's from Benson.
There's a guy from Danvers, which is like 7 miles from Benson, who was on this past season's Amazing Race. That does make you a celebrity. No. There is a band from Benson that's starting to blow up on the independent, or on the indie rock scene. Tiny Moving Parts.
Oh!
They
yeah.
are insanely awesome. And yeah, they're really talented, and they've been touring the U.S. for quite a while, quite a few years. But yeah, they're originally from Benson, and they're based out of here, I guess, out of Fargo. So that's about it. Nobody really cool from Benson.
But from Fargo, Carrie D. English from America's Next Top Model fame, and now Stellara commercials. She's from Fargo.
Stellara.
Some prescription drug for
Skin. Moisturizers. Okay.
And Josh Duhamel is from North Dakota. He's like by far like the biggest North Dakota celebrity.
Yeah.
Johnny Lang, like the bluesy singers from here.
Mm-hmm.
And in my internet research today, I also found out that Kellen Lutz of Twilight fame is from Bismarck.
That's like state recognition. Not actual.
Huh?
That's like state recognition that you're doing right now.
Well, yeah, but like 3 people live in North Dakota, so.
yeah, it's true. Oh, cool.
Let's see here. What are some of your favorite activities or things to do in your town? So growing up in South Bend, we had the East Race, which is the St. Joe River, which went through downtown South Bend, and they have a really nice kind of like a boardwalk thing there. We would walk down that. It was always really pretty. And also downtown was the South Bend Chocolate Company store, which had the best Blue Moon ice cream ever. I think I took you there.
Blue Moon ice cream.
We should go there.
Really
Really good. Ice cream's good.
Yeah, it is.
And used to go roller skating a lot as a kid.
We're like the Limbo Queen.
Oh yeah.
Dominated.
Heck yes. It's always coming to me. Well, we would go to Lake Michigan a lot because that was about an hour or something away. Go to the beach.
The beach.
Yeah.
Good. We partied. I really don't know. I mean, there's we had the roller rink. I mean, we'd go roller skating and I don't know. We used to play a lot of street hockey in the parking lot next to our place. It was like the library parking lot, and we used to use the book return was our goal. So we'd scuff it up pretty bad, and I got pissed, so then we had to quit.
Sounds fun.
Street hockey, I don't know. Paintballing. Used to go paintballing all the time. Hunting, fishing. Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Typical Minnesota.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
Outdoorsy stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
You say so.
It is fun.
Oh dear, I can't read well.
Have you ever had a major event, good or bad, happen in your hometown?
A few years ago, there was a shooting down the road from my house. One of our neighbors was a little cray-cray and shot his like girlfriend's new boyfriend or something. Oh,
Debbie Downer.
Yeah. Oh, and there was also a homicide the road back from us in the 80s. It actually made like one of those true TV,
True crime stories or whatever. Yeah, like on Lifetime.
Yeah.
That you watch.
All the time. Where they eyebrows.
Yeah, they're obsessed. I'll bring it down. Oh, hope you
Let's
joined
see,
us.
did anything good happen?
Oh, that's the kitty.
Yeah.
You're stupid. It's the worst cat ever.
She looks like a rat because
Sorry.
she just got the lion shave.
Yeah. Well, she's coming
I can't think of anything good. I'm sure there's stuff. I was born there.
I was just saying how long I could just hold my face. Good or bad in Benson? I don't know. Well, we had a tornado roll through and tore up like our like web livestock and some like sale barn, and then it hit like the A&W that we had in town and tore that to shreds. So it was kind of bad. Good. I don't know what year it was. A year or two ago, 1 to 3 years. Benson Middle School won the Target.
Oh yeah.
That Target contest. It's like sponsor your school or whatever the hell it is, and they won like $10, $15, $20,000. And Luke Bryant. I don't listen to country. Some guy came and played country music. So yeah, that was probably the good thing about it. That's about it.
Yeah. Last question is, are there any misconceptions about your area? Or what do you most want people to know about it? So I actually wrote that question with Fargo in mind because there's tons about it here. Maybe we should just talk about that because there's nothing to say about Indiana. People get it confused with like Ohio and Illinois all the time. For good reason.
I think a lot of people, because one of my cousins lived in southern Illinois, or sorry,
See?
southern Indiana, and she ended up getting an accent, but a lot of the misconception was if you moved to Indiana, you were like, even like where you're from, by South Bend, like you get that accent, like the southern drawl.
Yeah.
But you really don't, though. Like, yeah.
We're too far north.
Yeah, I know.
We're basically Michigan up there.
Yeah.
Oh, down like Indianapolis and South, they
Yeah.
have the southern thing going on. We're kind of a different breed up there.
Minnesota.
But the misconceptions about Fargo is that it's a desolate wasteland, and we put people in wood chippers, and that it's Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
And that there's like no one here, and it's actually thriving.
And it's like all white. It's not all white. Like white people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
it's white in the winter because there's a lot of snow.
yeah. But no, the biggest misconceptions is that like there's nothing up here, and it's winter
Mhm.
all year round, and it's only filled with white people with 5 teeth. But we have 7, clearly. With dental plans. But yeah, it's what
We're
Fargo.
getting pretty diverse.
Yeah, well, yeah. Pretty like
Yeah,
a hell
we
of a
have,
lot.
like businesses are exploding and our
How many
population
how many
exploded.
colleges do we have up here? If you include Fargo Moorhead, 6.
Well, it depends if you count like the tech schools.
Well, yeah, any kind of thing like that.
Yeah, about 5 or 6.
Yeah. So I mean, that's 2 state schools, 1 private college,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3, 4, 3 techs essentially,
Yeah.
community colleges, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there's a lot of. It is very diverse up here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one thing you wouldn't expect. And
There's
it's
quite a bit to do. It's fun here.
a food hub, food and beer.
We eat a lot and we drink a lot because it's
Weight
cold so
Well, yeah,
often
you got
and
yeah,
not
but then
much
that
else
just
to
carries
do.
over into the spring, and you're like, I'm gonna hibernate all
And
winter.
then people go to the lakes in the
Yeah.
summer and drink
Mhm.
and eat.
You're gonna get fat if you move up here, because 8 months out of the year you're stuck in a. No, you're not gonna get fat because you don't gain weight. I have a piece of gum and gain 20 pounds. Discuss this.
Yeah.
But no,
reverse
it's
time.
it's a hardcore like foodie place, foodie and
Yeah,
beer.
for sure.
I mean anything, it's a lot of bars, Weren't we ranked like the #1 place, the most
Yeah.
drunken state in the United States?
Highest number of binge drinkers.
Yeah, and alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
I mean, when it floods and you got to go sandbag for a week, you kind of want to go get hammered. But yeah, that's one of the, I would say that's biggest misconception is that there's just nothing going on up here,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't true. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. What about Benson area?
I don't know.
Well, I'll say that about Minnesota. When I was still in Indiana, I thought that it was the same as Wisconsin.
Yeah, I
Most
get,
of the
yeah.
time, I didn't really know like what was special about Minnesota.
I
I mean, there's the Vikings,
mean, yeah.
Mall America.
I mean, yeah, there's Minnesota sports, so you're obviously going to be disappointed. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a 100% Minnesota homer, which means that I support all Minnesota sports, even though they piss you off when they don't get to the playoffs or fail right away or get their ass kicked right away. Vikings. Twins are on a hot streak, so that's cool. But yeah, I would say, one thing, Benson, it's sports heavy. Like, even high school, like, sports. For being a town with, like, less than, like, just, like, 3,300 people, there's really nothing to live for except for sports. So people take the D3 class F. It's not even. It's like one of the crappiest sections or whatever the hell it is of sports, but they just eat that shit up. They love it down there. I don't get it.
Mm.
Be like me going out on there and trying to play. It's just embarrassing. But yeah. Okay.
Anyway, those are all the questions, and I hope you enjoyed the link up. Please add your links if you haven't yet. It's open for about a week, and thank you for watching.